Hi guys, my name is Alexandra and welcome to the Bucket List Mermaid. I actually was camping in Ouray, but I decided to drive the hour to Telluride. So we're going to be going all around Telluride, maybe see if it's worth your bucket list. It is the first time I have personally ever been to Telluride. We are just gonna see if it's worth the hype. Starting off strong, we actually got this tip from the RV little camp host lady, but she told us to park in the mountain village and then take the approximate 14-minute gondola over. And honestly, this is the view from the parking garage. So we are starting off strong here. Look at that. So this parking area is free, and she told us that if you do park in Telluride, it's a little bit of a nightmare, and I believe her. Okay, here we are. We are gonna get on the gondola. Look at how fun this is. See, this is fun. We get free parking and we get a free gondola trip. Look at that. Double whammy. Look at this view. Oh my gosh, we're currently in the gondola going to Telluride. And this is stunning. This is the hoity and the toity, folks. Wow. Okay, so we're now exiting this gondola and we're now getting on another gondola, I think. Okay, so we're currently at the San Sofia station. We had to get on another one before this, and the next stop should be Telluride. So I think we're gonna stop here after and see what it's saying. Okay, so this is the San Sofia station. There's not much. Look like there's a little trail that you can take, a little biking path, and a restaurant. So might be kind of a fun option if you're going to Telluride anyway. Holy buckets, look at this. I've never seen a gondola go at this far of an angle. Look at this view. I don't even think you can see this on a video, but we are headed down the mountain. Welcome to Telluride. Would 10 out of 10 recommend not coming straight here but doing the gondola, because dang, that was beautiful and you got to see the entire town coming in. Here we are in Telluride, and welcome to Telluride. This is so cute, and it's so quiet and peaceful. The mountain views here do not disappoint. So after window shopping in a couple stores, it's funny because they just have sales for everything. However, everything's like $600, so the sale is like $400. Definitely what I would expect from Telluride. So I feel like if you like really expensive boutique jewelry and items that just kind of look like they were made on a western frontier but also Nepal, I think that this would be the perfect place for you. Okay, we have stopped at Steamy's Burger Bar, and just look at this view that we have right now. Living our best life here in Telluride. Absolutely, I'm down. And this is like an alcoholic Thin Mint in a cup. I'm very happy. Okay, so we have officially gone through Telluride. We went to a couple stores, found a couple shops, and honestly, it's so cute here. There's a lot to do. I was very, very surprised at how big this place actually was, and the views are amazing. So now we are going to spontaneously hike Bridal Falls, which I am not in any hiking gear, but I just thrive off of chaos and not planning anything. So we're gonna just see how it goes, and you guys can come with us just to see the, I believe, the tallest waterfall in Colorado, and the views are amazing, as always. Question, it says proper attire, shirt and shoes are required. Does that mean I can wear no pants on this gondola? I've hit my head approximately 7 times getting in and out of all of these gondolas. They are not made for tall people. Be warned. Currently back in Telluride, so here we drove down. I definitely am glad that we did the free gondola. because parking is a little tight here. We are now headed to Bridal Falls, which is about an 8-minute drive from the downtown Telluride area. I am in no way, shape, or form ready to do a hike, so we're gonna base it off of if I can do this hike in Doc Martens and a fall outfit, then you can do this hike. So we are parked here at Bridal Falls. I cannot believe that I'm about to hike this in a skirt and tights. Currently hiking to Bridal Falls. Here's what the trail looks like. We're at a little over half a mile. My feet are still alive. Some of the leaves are starting to change. This is apparently not Bridal Falls. I thought it was, but it is not. So we are gonna keep going. I am still in Doc Martens and a skirt, only mildly hating my life, but this is stunning. Okay, not exactly sure where to go. This is not the best marked trail on planet Earth. Oh, a doggo. This is one of the examples of the trail. You definitely might have to do some scrambling. Let's say this is probably like a moderate hike. Okay, we're almost to Bridal Falls, I think. And I'm definitely calling bull on the 1.2 miles because I am way over 1.2 miles. Still in a skirt and docks. It's not great. We'll say this terrain is a little bit more rugged. It's not exactly a clear cut trail. Kind of have to maneuver, and sometimes it's not really clear where you're supposed to go. So definitely more of an adventurous hiking path. Not complaining. I just I think all the people who are like, I did this in Birkenstocks, aka me, they're dumb. We're dumb. Please wear sturdy shoes and maybe like actually hiking shoes. I think I would go for. Maybe you could do it in tennis shoes, but I think hiking shoes would be the way to go. We have made it! You can drive up here, however you do need 4-wheel drive and high clearance. I do see the parking lot. It is a very short walk from Bridal Falls. However, I'm not sure I would recommend it just because then you would miss the other 2 waterfalls, and it's not that bad. I think I collected it about 1.5 miles with exploring the other waterfalls as well. So definitely, I think the hike is worth it. It was a little bit rocky. However, I think it is perfectly doable. However, if you don't want to hike, you have the option to just go on the road. Okay, so here we are taking the road down. You do have to cross this little stream thing, just FYI. But overall, definitely this feels maybe a little bit easier than descending down the trail, especially if you have not so great knees or coordination of balance. Okay, I can officially see our car. I think that the verdict is that I would definitely rather take the trail up just because then you can see both of the other waterfalls, not just Bridal Falls. But however, the trail down, just like taking the road down, was quite pleasant. Honestly, yeah, my toes are definitely on fire, and I'm gonna be happy to take these shoes off. But I think with proper hiking shoes, I think that this would be very manageable. No complaints here, but I think if you do go down the trailway, definitely just be careful on those rocks and have sturdy shoes to go with it. Look at how dirty my shoes are. They still made it. Well, thank you guys so much for going to Telluride with me. That was absolutely stunning. Definitely cannot hype that up enough, especially if you love waterfalls. But what do you think? Would you want to hike this? Would you make a special trip to Telluride to see Bridal Falls, or would you just go to Telluride? Definitely let me know in the comments. And as always, if you want more adventure guides or anything along that line, you can listen to the podcast or visit my website, thebucketlistmermaid.com, for more outdoor mountain adventures. Now, if you will excuse me, I am going to go soak my feet in ice water. See you next time and keep adventuring.